What are you doing?
Sorry, I'm tired. I'm a little delirious.
I can tell.
You can?
Yeah, because you're on some bullshit.
What's new? I'm always on some bullshit.
What the nuts?
Welcome to What the Nuts. I'm your host, the Blue Collar Joe. That's It's a Mystery. And this is kind of a special episode. We're going to kind of veer away from what we normally do. And we're going to talk about a few things.
Like we never talk about a few things.
Yeah. Like a lot of things. We're going to talk about a lot of things tonight.
A lot?
Yeah.
A lot.
A lot of few things.
Okay.
All right. So let me ask you a question. Before September 10th, have you ever heard of Charlie Kirk?
Yes.
You heard of him before?
Yeah.
So you've watched some of his videos?
Yeah, when he's at the colleges.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what is your opinion of him?
Well, my opinion of him.
Of his videos? Because I can tell you probably don't know nothing about him except for what's on his videos.
Right. I enjoyed watching him because he put people in their place.
Okay, that's not exactly what he did, but yeah, he
did, because people were like, say some stupid ass shit. Like, what the hell are you even on that mic talking? You're talking dumbass shit right now. And he just spit the truth. And they didn't like the truth.
Well, you know what they say, you can't handle the truth.
And that's yeah.
A lot of people, you know.
He's a very intelligent, smart man. And he just brought out what needed to be spoken. What needs to be said. People that were afraid to say it, he wasn't afraid to say it. He said it.
He definitely stood by his conviction, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely stood by his conviction. So I was making notes. I know you were like, this guy, he's fucking tapping. Because I don't type like a normal person.
Like, and I'll be over there saying, dang, you talking loud over there.
Anyways, so Charlie Kirk kind of had like a certain style to the way he approached people and the way he had discourse with people.
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard of Dave Rubin?
No.
What about Ben Shapiro?
Yes.
What about Jordan Peterson?
Yes.
Okay. So those guys are kind of in the same realm, except for the only one that goes to that I know of, I think Jordan might have done a few colleges, but he's pretty controversial. But it's Ben Shapiro. He has a college tour that he does. Yeah. Dave Rubin and Jordan Peterson used to tour together.
Okay.
All right. But I thought those guys, like, I know about all these guys. Joe Rogan. A lot of people know Joe Rogan,
right,
just because he's got this, world renowned podcast, right? But the way that he dialectically spoke with people, the way he shared, it's kind of like I know I'm gonna say this wrong. Like Socrates. Socrates, you were supposed to. The way of, it's not arguing. it's trying to get your point across without yelling and screaming and, you know.
Yeah, he was very good at that.
Sharing facts.
Yeah.
So I looked up a few of his quotes.
Okay.
All right, and I want to read a couple of them and let you respond. Okay.
Oh, lovely.
All right.
Everyone sit down. Make sure you're sitting down in your seats. This lady right here is not very intelligent here.
Whatever. Hey, each group, all right, this is the direct quote. Ready? Each group doesn't have its own rights. There are only natural rights given by God and protected by the Constitution and our courts.
Okay.
What do you think of that?
What do I think? I agree.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah.
You're like, I'm few words, what's up?
Yeah.
One that went with that was rights aren't given to skin colors or racial groups. Rights apply evenly to all people. That's why America is great.
For sure. Absolutely. Effing positively.
Okay, he said this at a turning point event, okay? We must also be real. We must be honest with the population. Having an armed citizenry comes with a price, and that is part of liberty. But I think it's worth it. I think it's worth to have a cost of. Unfortunately, some gun deaths every single year so that we can have the Second Amendment. All right, now I wanted to talk about this for a second because a lot of people are like, oh, well, if we had less guns, if we had this, if we had that. Okay, well, let's say people die from car fatalities every year, right?
Mm-hmm.
But nobody's going, oh, well, we should get rid of the car.
Right.
It's an instrument. It's a tool, right? Just like the car is a tool. You use that tool to take you to the store, to take you to your classes, to take you to church, to take you, to visit friends. Right?
And a gun's a hunting rifle. Hunting to get food.
Not just that. Protect yourself.
Yeah. It's a tool.
It is a tool. Mm-hmm. But you don't hear about what I'm saying is, okay, so there's about, and I don't know all the stats, okay? I'm not Charlie. Charlie knew all the stats. He had all the stats right here. He was fucking sharp. But he said that there are more car deaths per year than there are gun deaths. More car deaths. There are more deaths by knives than there are than there are guns.
Of course, because easier, you can get a knife right out of your kitchen.
Right.
It's easier to get that as a weapon. That's what I'm saying. Even if they take away guns, if you want someone to die, they're going to find a way to do it.
If you take away, okay, it's just like if you take away a car from a law-abiding citizen, right? You're going to have to, all of a sudden there's going to be a black market for getting around, Mm-hmm. Oh, now everybody's got to have horses again?
Wow.
So it's just like, hey, let me take away all the guns. Oh, Putin goes, oh, look,
Mm-hmm.
they have no guns now. Let's go get them.
Right.
Putin is on record as saying that he would never attack on a ground war America because of all the people who have guns. Yeah. There's a lot of people who have guns here. All right. Here's another one, and I thought this one was pretty true. Okay, and I believe this. The American dream is alive. If you work hard, stay disciplined, and never give up, you can achieve anything.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, think about it. What? 2009, right?
Mm-hmm.
Fresh out of prison. Applying for jobs. Now, this is my story, you guys. This is my story. Applying for jobs, right?
Right.
Had employers tell me because of my background, they would not hire me.
Yep. I remember.
So, and now look at me. You know, I have this podcast. I work a full-time job. Somebody gave me a chance. You know, I had to be tenacious about it though. I couldn't just be like, oh, well, all right, well, shit, you won't hire me. All right, well, I'll just go back to a life of crime. Right? I'll just go back to selling drugs. I'll go back to robbing people. I'll go back to stealing cars. Right? So I relate with that. I can definitely relate with that. That if you work hard, and I've said this before, if you work hard, you stay focused on the goal, right? You keep your eye on the prize. I've always said that. You keep your eye on the prize, and then, you know, eventually the prize will be in your hand, right? So our next quote is, liberals believe in the power of government and conservatives believe in the power of the individual.
I agree.
You're not going to expound on that?
Because I am conservative. And I don't like liberals.
Oh, you don't?
No.
Why?
Because they are mean.
Are they?
Yeah. All those people that said he deserved to die and laughing about it, that's sad.
It is unfortunate. But you know what? I have seen a lot of them get their cake. Or get their just dessert. Is that what it's called? Yeah. Get their just dessert. Oh, I saw somebody today piss me off on the TikTok going, you guys got me fired. No, stupid. Your actions got you fired. That irritates me. Take responsibility for yourself. You said some dumb shit on the internet. I say dumb shit on the internet all the time. I expect to get canceled 4 or 5 times a day.
That is true.
All right. But sometimes you guys laugh at it. That gives me a little warm and fuzzy feelings inside. Because I'm not trying to be vindictive or hateful towards anybody. I'm just trying to look for a laugh. So, anyways, yeah, that's the kind of shit that's irked me. All right. And now, you know, you got all these ramifications. You got, you know, your actions have consequences.
Yeah.
Your actions have consequences, yo.
That's how I raise my kids. The same thing. Yeah, you have decisions to make and choices to make. But before you make that decision, you better put down the consequences that you're going to take, because there's always consequences on every decision that you make.
Right.
These people are awful. I'm really upset with them. I'm trying to be a good girl.
I hear you. Charlie said, if you believe in something, you need to have the courage to fight for those ideas. Not run away from them or try and silence them. You ever like,
I need
okay,
to listen to Charlie, because that one hits home.
Yeah. So like, if you've ever watched any of his videos, he never like, he lost his temper a few times. It was just. because the person behind the microphone was being just a straight jackass.
Right.
Instead of being cordial, and they would get up there and they would start hurling insults and they would start being horrible people.
Very disrespectful.
Right.
Like the one I saw with the microphone. He had a microphone.
Oh, the megaphone?
Yeah. And Charlie's like, why are you... There's a microphone in front of you. Yeah, that guy was just...
And he always gave the opportunity to people who disagree with him to come to the front of the line.
Mm-hmm.
So he what I liked, here's what I would like. This is what I thoroughly enjoyed. You would hear the crowd start booing and chanting, and Charlie would go, hold on, you guys. Calm down, let them speak. Let them speak. Let them get their, let's give them the respect they deserve.
Yeah.
And there were a lot of times that people would just shit on him, and he would just be like, hey, if you ask me, the way he conducted himself was a mirror image of the way Jesus is portrayed in the Bible.
Right.
And I'm not saying that like he's Jesus or anything. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that he chose to carry out his life in the same way that Jesus did. Jesus treated his 12 disciples good. Jesus treated the people that hated him good. Didn't talk bad to them.
Right.
And I know a lot of you that we don't do this on this show. I understand. A lot of you are probably like right now going, what in the fuck is going on here? Okay, well, look. Outside of this podcast, I am not just a funny guy. I have beliefs beyond just comedy, okay? Being goofball or whatever. And I wouldn't say I'm a theologian in the least. But what I would say is that you can recognize the way that if you've ever read the New Testament, the Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, those are the ones that were with Jesus day in, day out, and they shared stories about Jesus. They shared how he was every day. Right? And so you look back and you see Charlie. You see Charlie Kirk with his wife, with his kids, being a loving husband, being a great dad, right? And you look at the description on how the Jesus in the Bible treated the church, and how he told everyone to treat their spouses or their friends, or treat people how you want to be treated. I don't know. I just think that it's tragic that Charlie Kirk got shot. I think it's tragic that his kids no longer have a father. His wife no longer has a husband. But I think, I think she's strong. And, she'll teach her kids about him. I don't know. I'm heartbroken. I'm heartbroken because if you've watched Charlie from when he first started Turning Point to now, which was like, what, 12 years? I think it was 12 years. He started right out of high school. He started Turning Point right out of high school.
Okay.
And it's just how he's grown and how he's God, what's the word I'm looking for? Evolved. I want to say he evolved. He's always been like somebody who was very, very intelligent, knew what he was talking about. I'm having a hard time here. I mean, it's just, if it could happen to him, it could happen to anybody else. It could happen to you on the street.
We're talking about your beliefs.
Yeah. You could be talking to people at work and be like, yeah, hey, this is what I believe, and woo, and all of a sudden fucking dude comes in, hey, he's angry with you and fucking shoots up the whole company or whatever.
Yeah. Today I had a discussion with a coworker. And she whispered to me, "What do you feel about Charlie?" And I looked over and I said, "Heck, I love Charlie. Is that okay?" She said, "Yes, I was just scared to talk to you about it because..." And we're whispering. Because we're scared for anyone else to hear.
Right.
We care for Charlie because there's so much evil in the world and we don't want to have someone yell at us because of our beliefs.
Yeah.
And that's scary.
Yell at
That's
you
scary.
or be violent.
Yeah. So that was kind of scary, thinking we can't even be ourselves. Because normally we just, talk and customers would go by and join in the conversation, have a, grand talk.
Yeah.
But now our fears that we can't even talk about it without someone getting angry and maybe pulling a gun or getting violent because of our beliefs. That's sad.
So I kind of went on a deep dive earlier, and I found a bunch of TikToks of where people called Charlie Kirk a racist. And then I found on the opposite spectrum a gentleman who went to I forget what they call it. I want to say it's a Black Leadership Conference or something like that. I'm not sure. So don't come after me in the comments. But Charlie had reached out to him. He was doing stuff online and Instagram and whatnot. He wasn't on TikTok at the time. And he said Charlie reached out to me and wanted me to come to this conference. Okay. So he told Charlie, "Look, man, I can't afford it. I can't afford to come." Charlie said, "Oh, okay. There are Oh, what do they call them? When you can go to school for free?
Oh, grants.
He said, yeah, there's a grant. There's a grant you can apply for. And he goes, contact me. Reach out to me. And I'll make sure you get there. Because he saw something in that person.
Right.
And he wanted that person to oh man. I hate when words fucking slip through. He wanted him to grow.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You know, because leadership is about growth. You know, at least as far as I know, you know, every leadership position I've had to grow. I've had to be a better person. I've had to change, you know, things. But he got him to that leadership conference. Now, if he's so racist, why would he go ahead and finance having him go to Washington, have him go to conference, having him learn all the stuff at the conference, or helping him, I should say. Shoot.
I think people make up things to make them feel better about how they feel about people. Like they don't like the way they look at themselves in the mirror.
This is true. This is true. All right. No Florida man this week, you guys. No Florida man.
He said,
I'll close with this. One of the things that Charlie Kirk wanted everybody to know, okay, and this was written before, he said this before he got killed, before he was assassinated. He said, I want to be remembered for courage for my faith. That would be the most important. The most important thing is my faith. So he says, never underestimate the power of your voice and the impact you have on the world when you speak up for what you believe in. See, a lot of what Charlie Kirk was about was trying to understand. If you came up and you had purple hair and he didn't judge you, he said, can you define that? Can you help me understand? I think we need to take a lot of what Charlie Kirk did and utilize it in your own lives. I try and utilize something that I've learned from Charlie in my life at least once a day. So that way I can get in the habit of doing it. Because if you start doing something slowly, pretty soon it becomes a part of you. And you become better for it, you know. Yeah, change old behaviors, basically. That's how you change old behaviors. You have nothing else to add?
no, I'm really enjoying your talking.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, you guys. There was so much more. I mean, I had so many Charlie quotes, but we just don't have enough time to go into all of them.
Can we do a part 2?
We can. I hadn't planned on it.
Why not?
I'll hang on to these quotes and we'll see where it goes. I want to thank you guys for tuning in this week. I know normally we have fun and we're giggling and we're having a good time, and this is a little bit more of a serious kind of podcast this week, and we'll invite you back next week. And we'll see where it goes. Just know that I love and cherish each and every one of you that comes by and stops by and leaves a comment on a video, and and has a conversation with me. I appreciate that. I think that's going to be our show right there. I think that's it. That's all.
That's it. That's all, folks.
She's always trying to be funny, you guys.
I'm always trying to be funny, but it doesn't work sometimes,
Anyways, you have anything else you want to add?
Yeah, so if you guys want to hear more about Charlie, just put in the comments. Or if you have any questions about Joe and his life, we'll be glad to answer those questions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll get in there.
He got kind of deep, y'all.
I don't know.
I was like over here looking at him like, oh, with googly eyes, like, wow.
This is not her bullshit.
Whatever.
Anyways, you guys have a super fine one. We'll catch you on the next one. I'm the Blue Collar Joe. That's It's a Mystery. And we're gone like a fart in the wind.